YouTube. It is a beautiful sunny morning in New York City. I woke up and it was freezing in my apartment, but I'm not complaining because I actually told them to turn off the heat as it is springtime, and it's actually going up to I think 75 today. And yes, I am wearing a hoodie because it's a little chilly. Boy Smith hoodie. It's a little cheap. I paid like a grip. I feel like I paid like $80 for it, and the material is so cheap. I think I showed y'all. But I wanted to add to DL men that I spoke about yesterday, and I just wanted to add that another sign is they always want to argue with a woman. So nobody taught me this. I taught myself this, but I feel like any man that sit there, and when I say argue, I'm talking about being petty, not trying to get your point across and educate, but to just try to like get on a woman's level, like how two women argue. I feel like that's a sign. And I say that because when I was in high school, there were actually two gay guys, one that was openly gay and one that was on the DL, and it was crazy because me and this guy, we were kind of friends by default because we actually like was in the same class. He kind of clinged to me, and he would just pick fights with me and everybody. And my homeboy from the same school made an excellent point that this individual never did that to no guy. He would sit there and argue with a woman, and it would be random stuff. Like one day, it was like June. And in June for most schools, you're not doing no work, you're just sitting there. So he puts gum in my algebra book out of nowhere to get a reaction out of me. And he got it because I was going to fight him and everything. And so he puts gum in my book, and I'm like, what the fuck, whatever. And looking back on it, he actually brought a girl to prom, and that girl, we became like really close friends. And we became really close friends over the years. We're not friends now. I think I told y'all about her. She like don't text and call, and I got tired of that. I wasn't gonna bring that into my 30s, and I feel like a true friend is somebody that's gonna call and text you. Anyway, so he will always be arguing with a female, and I remember her and I discussing it, and he would like pick on her too randomly, call her skinny bitch. I'm like, yeah, he always, mind you, he was like pencil thin, bony, Snoop Dogg bony, and was calling people skinny bitch. And I used to get sick a lot, not really hospital sick, but I used to, I had like laryngitis. I used to lose my voice a lot, and he would call me like anemic bitch, sick bitch. Like, he was just like so extra, right? Also, one time we was on a bus, and it was, unfortunately this particular student, he passed away over the years. And so his name was Kenta, and he started going in on him, like making fun of him on the bus. And the guy said, he was like, yo, you're gay for you to sit there and go in on him, whatever. And it was just like a revelation because he got so quiet. He was just so quiet. But all the signs were there. Like, he always was hanging out with us girls. He always was fighting with us. And so when he came out that he really was post high school, it wasn't a shock because all the boys was like, yo, he's gay, and we like, yo, he not gay because he had a whole girlfriend. Like, he was in a relationship, lost his virginity to this girl that was like a grade higher than us, and they was in love. Like, if he wasn't in love with her, he's a good actor, but he really was in love with her. But I remember our mutual friend, she was like, she felt like it was a cover-up. I'm like, well, you had to be there. He was really in love with Shorty. So she was like, when she went to his house, there actually was a big picture of them that they took, back in the day. They used to take pictures on the Ave and stuff. But all the signs were there. So when he came out the closet that he was this way, it wasn't a shock, because he was very argumentative, almost as if he was jealous of us and wanted to be one of us. And he was like one of the girls. He was. So that was like a big red flag that we never accepted, because he always said he was straight. So I just wanted to put that in. That's another red flag.